What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking down the 6th anniversary stage of the 8th anniversary special battle here. So this is yet another stage where the missions are looking just a little bit different than typically. So with this one, we do still have to just clear it normally. But then there are two special conditions. So the first special condition is what we're used to seeing with the using a unit of every single type on the team. And then the second special condition is to finish it within 5 turns on top of that. So that being considered, we technically can use items to assist in this win. Now, this is the team build that I've put together. Obviously, we're going to want to change this out for a blue Kaioken here. Sorry, let me switch the display. I had that switched previously for something else. This is what we want to see. Okay. So, yeah, we're obviously going to use a blue Kaioken friend. We're sacrificing 7% on the leader skill by not having a Goku Frieza, but obviously, this guy being, like, by far the best unit on the team, this is how we're gonna try and run this here. So this is kind of the setup we are limited to-ish, just because we're using the 6th anniversary LRs, so we are going with the Universe Survival Saga build. We could have also done, like, a powerful comeback team. There are a few other options. You know, obviously they're both pure Saiyans, so we could have done that kind of thing, or Realm of Gods. But I just feel like those teams don't quite pack the same punch that we're going to need in order to get this event done in 5 turns. So that is why we are going to try and depend on Blue Kaioken. Now, we can use items and still get all the missions done, but we are going to try and do it without items first. And if it seems like it's going to be too difficult, especially to get the 5-turn mission done, then we'll go ahead and go back in with some, like, attack boosting items and see if we can just get it done free and clear that way. But for now, we'll go ahead and start out this way and see if we can make it happen. So I believe it's just like a 4-phase fight. I'm pretty sure is how it works here. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Okay, so we want to keep Blue Kaioken in the first slot. Again, we're going just balls to the wall, trying to wank him as much as we can, and you know, get him to deal as much damage as possible. So if we end up taking, like, a slot 1 super and get damaged heavily from it, then I guess that's what's gonna, it is what it is. It's gonna have to be what it is, right? I'm not going to, like, try and take extra precautions to not put him in slot 1, because I do want him to take as many hits as possible and just get built up as quickly as he can. Okay, so I'm a little bit, like, slightly worried about the 5-turn clear portion of this. I don't really know fully how that works, I guess, just because I noticed that there's 9 charges on this Vegeta here, which essentially is implying that in 3 turns he's going to transform into something else. But I imagine if we're still depleting this very health bar by turn 3, that with the other phases of the fight that we have to get through, we probably wouldn't be able to get the entire fight done in 5 turns. Okay, we do also have the Spirit Bombs that we're going to be able to take advantage of, because our HP just needs to be below 59%, since we're on a full reps of 7 team. So that's another thing that we can keep in mind. We're not going to use them quite yet. I think it's smart to at least give ourselves, like, 1 turn of build-up here before we have to deal with anything like that. So yeah, I guess now the struggle is just dealing with receiving attacks, right? Because that is going to be kind of a problem here. So let's see. Okay, we're at least able to get quite a few same type orbs, which is nice for a bit of healing there. But yeah, I just do not trust that blue Vegeta to take attacks at all. Obviously, UI Goku will be fine if he dodges. And because his attacks are post-super, he definitely has some decent defense. Especially because he's got type advantage on this stage. So I think he'll be okay. But yeah, the Evolution Blue Vegeta is really the one that I do not want to see. You know, I'm kind of scared to see what kind of attacks he's going to be taking right here. Okay, so the enemy's HP is looking decently low. Obviously, we're not going to finish him off on this phase. So again, it just begs the question of how we're going to get this 5-turn clear done. But I guess we're going to need to see what the second half of this fight looks like in order to make, like, a full judgment about that. Okay, that is very good, too. Getting the additional super there is definitely going to help his defense. Very, very much so. Okay. That dodge is really kind of clutch as well. Because obviously we don't really need him to build up, because the damage reduction is just going to continue to zero out every time he comes onto a new rotation. Okay, let's see. We'll probably keep Android 17 on rotation here. Okay, what if we do this? What if on this turn we don't use our Spirit Bomb, and then on the next 2 turns we just use the Spirit Bomb, and maybe it can finish off the fight for us, like both of them respectively? I think that's maybe a good way to do this. So that being said, there's a really solid possibility that between Blue Kaioken and the Android 17 that we end up finishing him off here. And I think that unless we get supered in the first slot, Blue Kaioken's going to double-digit tank. And if we heal any more than we're at right now, we're not going to have the Spirit Bombs available. So because we're planning on using it at the start of the next turn, we have to avoid all the same type orbs there, just to make sure we don't heal any little bit. And then, of course, we get supered attacked. That makes perfect sense. It couldn't have happened any other way. Yeah. That's all right. We threw caution to the wind, and we got hurt for it, but it's okay. We still survived. I was confident that we would at least survive the super attack. So we should be okay there. Oh, I was gonna say, we're not even gonna finish him off with Android 17. Oh no. But the extra super attack there came in clutch for sure. Okay, perfect. So now we are on to the next phase against UI Goku. Perfect stuff. So I believe the way this works is the only reason that he would transform into the secondary state at the end of these 6 charges is if we don't finish him off here. That'll be the only way that there's another phase to this fight. So if the Spirit Bombs are able to dish enough damage for us, then we actually will finish off this fight here. So let's see how much damage we do with this first one. Okay, that's a pretty solid amount, honestly, especially because we still have the rest of the attacks for the turn, and don't forget about the secondary effect of the Spirit Bomb giving all allies 30% attack for 1 rotation. So yeah, so long as we don't get KO'd here, then I'm thinking we're going to be in a pretty good position. It's looking like we probably can get the 5-turn mission done. I don't think that that's going to be an issue. Yeah, like I said, really just living through the rotation is going to be the hardest part. So, what's our defense stat looking like? Ooh, pretty low, yeah. So yeah, I guess taking a super attack would, oof, and of course it happens right away. Oh no. This might be GG then. It's very possible. Yeah, by a long shot too. Oh my goodness, 300k. We should have put UI Goku in the first slot. I thought about it. I was kind of getting greedy for the extra stat buff, but that's okay. Live and learn. We now know exactly what to expect from this stage. Let's see if there's another rainbowed Blue Kaioken with better equips than this guy, because this person does not really know what they're doing. Those are not the best. Well, he's the only one on the friends list right now, so boo-hoo me. We are going to have to just run it like this. But it is good to know that damage-wise, we can get this done in the 5 turns, right? That is definitely possible. We are just going to need to get a little bit lucky with our defensive RNG on that final rotation is the only thing. Okay, so again, I think I do want to leave Android 17 on rotation. We're not going to have as many links active as we would with Goku, but the defensive capabilities that he's giving us is so worthwhile. For us to be able to tank those extra hits and stuff. So let's just keep our rotation like this. I think this makes the most sense. And honestly, defensively, it makes the most sense for sure for this rotation, right? Because with Android 17, when we're at full HP, his defense stat himself is like garbage. He definitely relies heavily on that 77% damage reduction that you get. Or I guess it's, 40% damage reduction below 77% HP? So yeah, if he is able to get that part procced, then he is very, very dependable defensively. But other than that, he's just a really solid defensive support, right? Okay, so we're getting, I think, 5 out of the 6 hits that we need to fully build up Blue Kaioken here, so that's really good. There's another little pinch of damage that we took. now I am realizing, based on the last run, that we are going to have to forcibly take some damage so that we can get below 59%. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to use the Spirit Bombs. So here's hoping that we get some kind of ugly RNG on the next rotation, so that we can at least take enough damage to get into Spirit Bomb range by the time we get to that final fight. And, of course, we are dodging everything, as UI Goku should. Okay. Oh, man, this guy isn't even fully level 10 linked? Goodness gracious. They need to fix this friend system. Bad. Okay, so same deal. I kind of want to try not to heal with same type orbs if possible, just so that I don't have to worry about, you know, being at too high of an HP threshold. Obviously, one super is all it really takes to kind of even those things out for us, but you never know. I'd rather do everything within my power, because it would just feel bad if I ended up healing, and this is something I've done before, right? We end up, like, healing a little bit of HP back, and it ends up being just enough to put you over the threshold of whatever you need, and then you just end up losing the event because you selected same type orbs. That has happened to me before in the past, so we are definitely... I would rather just not heal and then take a super attack where we didn't have enough HP and just lose than have to lose by force of not being able to use our Spirit Bombs, right? Okay, so we're actually doing pretty well here on damage. Kind of surprising. I think we're doing even better than we were last time, yeah. Unfortunately, it's not going to really matter, though, because we're still going to take 3 turns to finish this guy off, right? The only reason that extra damage would have even mattered at all is if we only took 2 turns to finish him off. But yeah, because it's going to be 3 turns, then it's really the same. And we know, because of how much damage Blue Kaioken does, that we're definitely going to finish him off on the next phase. It's not going to be a problem, so... and speaking of things that are not going to be a problem, we are below the HP threshold, so we're good to go. And we are so far below the HP threshold, this time we can actually select some same type orbs and get a little bit of healing here. So that is good. Android 17, yeah, he doesn't have an insane amount of defense. I'm just making sure we're not going to, like, skyrocket our healing with any of these characters. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, perfect. So there we go. We're still below the 59%, and now we have a little bit of an extra cushion to take a bit of damage if needed. Okay, and we should be pretty free and clear here to finish this phase off. Yeah, definitely. Awesome, and that's 2 more attack raises for him, so his Spirit Bomb is just going to hit that much harder for us. Lovely stuff. Okay. Moving into turn 4, back on the Tech UI Goku phase, we have our first super attack to launch, or our first Spirit Bomb. So let's go ahead and launch this. Wow, that is a lot of damage there. You love to see that. I believe he's fully built up, and, you know, all of the links he has active is definitely helpful, too. And in fact, the only level 9 link that he's got is only giving him Ki anyway, so that's not too bad. Okay, how do we want to do this? So, he supered us right away last time, and we ended up, you know, it was the costly mistake of not putting UI Goku in the first slot. So I think this time around I'm going to learn from that mistake, and we will go ahead and put UI Goku in the first slot right up front. Let's see. I'm a little bit nervous about doing this just because I don't want to go over that 59%. Ooh, yeah, I feel like I can't give... If I give Goku Frieza these, we're going to be above. Oh, but we're also going to take some damage on this turn, too. So, yeah, it's probably going to be fine. Let's go ahead and do this. Full commit here. Full commit. Yeah, and we're still below the HP threshold. Their HP, or their defense is so low that they barely heal anything, right? Okay, so he didn't end up supering in the first slot, which means we could have put Blue Kaioken there. And Blue Kaioken on supers alone, honestly, probably would have finished this guy off. So, here's the super. We dodge it. Wonderful. I was going to say, the only thing that would have sucked is if we got hit with a super there. Wow, 17 million attack stat. Oh my goodness. Well, this is plenty enough. We didn't even use the second Spirit Bomb. That's insane. Okay, wow. There we go. 4 turn clear, in fact. Not even 5. I will definitely take it. Yeah, that was a good strat. That was a good strat. I patting myself on the back for that one. Blue Kaioken, not to be slept on. Definitely makes the Universe Survival Saga build still feel runnable, right? Awesome. Very good stuff. Okay, so we got all of our missions cleared. Another set of special anniversary equipment that we get. Awesome. Yes, this is perfect. Okay, well, actually, this is probably the most useless set of equipment because I don't think I'm going to give any of these equips to UI Goku. He's just better at full dodge. Literally, you just want the guy to dodge. He is so much better. Any unit that's got a 70% chance to dodge in their kit, you need to give them full dodge equips. That's just the way that those units operate the best. And I feel like a lot of the time where people end up complaining about those units not working as well for them is partly due to the fact that they don't build their hidden potentials with dodge in mind. They need to build them that way. So, yeah, some of these equips are going to be sitting in my box forever and won't be used. But the blue Vegeta ones, I suppose, are nice. So that is going to do it for this one. Make sure you guys check out the Discord, link in description, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.